Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Beta, in previous lecture, we started the chapter 2 of history, and name of the chapter is Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, and we discussed the topic that what were conservatives, radicals and liberals. Other than that, we also discussed the economy and society of Russia and how the industrial and social change took place over Russia, and also we discuss about the industrial revolution over there. So beta, today we will discuss socialism in Russia, and also we will discuss the revolution of 1905, how the workers protested against the poor working conditions, against the capitalists. So let us start the topic. Socialism in Russia. All political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914. The Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party was founded in 1898 by socialists who respected Marx's ideas. Beta, Karl Marx, he was the very famous socialist who gave the idea of socialism in Russia. Russian peasant custom of dividing land periodically made them natural socialists. So workers would be main force of revolution, because already peasants, what they were doing, they were just combining their land, and whatever produce was there, they were dividing it according to the family's need. So already they were following the socialism over there. So that is why he said the worker would be the main force of the revolution, because they are already aware about the socialism. Then Socialist Revolutionary Party demanded that land belonging to nobles be transferred to peasants, as most of the land was with the nobles. Then Social Democrats disagreed with Socialist Revolutionaries. It means these socialists, they were also divided in two parts. One they were called Social Democrats, and other were known as the Socialist Revolutionaries. Then Lenin, he was also the leader of socialists. He felt that peasants were not one united group. Some were poor, others were rich. Some worked as laborers, while others were capitalists who were hiring laborers. So they could not be part of a socialist movement. The party was divided over the strategy of organization, and they were known as Bolshevik and Menshevik. First of all, we will read about Bolshevik. This party, it was led by Vladimir Lenin. According to him, party should be disciplined and control number and quality of its members. And other was Mensheviks. According to them, party should be open to all, as in Germany it was. And its leader was Julius Marto. And finally, Menshevik won the vote over here. Now the next topic is the 1905 revolution. As I told you, whenever any revolution is there in any country, there is the sequence of events. It is not a single event. So this was the first event just to revolt against the monarchy. So the 1905 revolution, there was no, now what were the reason behind this? There was no parliament, and Tsar was autocratic. Tsar was the monarch of Russia. Liberals campaigned against this and worked together with social democrats and socialist revolutionaries and with peasants and workers. In 1905, they demanded constitution. Nationalists and Jadidists. Beta, these Jadidists, they were the Muslim reformers in Russia. They also supported them. In 1904, prices of essential goods rose so quickly that real wages declined by 20%. Beta, see, all these are just making the events. Those go towards the 1905 revolution. Like here, the prices of essential goods rose and the real wages declined by 20%. Beta, now what do we need by the real wages? Beta, real wages are those, suppose let us take an example. I have 100 rupees, but and I am just buying commodity, and price of one thing is 10 rupees. So I will be able to buy 10 commodities in 100 rupees. But suppose the price is prices are high, and now the price rose up to 20 rupees per commodity, then I will be able to buy only 5 commodities. Earlier I was buying 10 commodities, and now I am buying 5 commodities. It means, and total income is 100 rupees only. It means the real wages are declining. It means purchasing power of money is called the real wages. Right? So let us continue with this. Now real wages declined by 20%, and the membership of workers association rose and called for industrial action and strike. Then over 110,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike, demanding working of 8 hours and increase in wages and improvement in working condition. As we have read earlier that this St. Petersburg, it was industrial region over there, right? The procession of workers was led by Father Gapon, reached the Winter Palace. Because this Winter Palace, it was the official residence of monarch of Russia, and was attacked by police. Around 300 workers wounded and 100 killed. And this incident was known as the Bloody Sunday, because on that day 100 workers died and 300 workers wounded. So in Russian history or in world history, it is known as the Bloody Sunday. And later came to be known as 1905 revolution. After that, strikes took place all over the country. Universities closed down, complaining lack of liberties. After all these events, now what was the impact of this revolution? What happened afterward? So the topic is impact of 1905 revolution. The Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament called Duma. After 1905, most factory committees, trade unions were declared illegal. Severe restrictions were placed on political activity. The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and re-elected second Duma within 3 months. He didn't want any questioning of his authority and reduction in his power. So, he changed the voting laws and packed third Duma with conservative politicians who were like the puppet in his hands. So this was about the socialism in Russia and the events of 1905 revolution and what was the impact of 1905 revolution. Because this the next events will be the February revolution and October revolution. As we know, here also Duma was controlled by Tsar. So that's why hope all of you have understood the topic. Thank you and have a nice day.